welcome to the Daily English Show. I just had a really nice weekend. We went to Sapporo to go to the JOLT and COOL conferences. And I'm glad I went. I met some really nice people. Some of the presentations were interesting and I got some free stuff too. Check it out, a free bag, some books, a free pen, I love free pens, and some coffee from Laos. Two teachers gave a talk about how they'd taken some of their students to Laos and then they imported some coffee to do some fundraising and they gave me some, which was very nice. One of the people who I enjoyed meeting at the COOL workshop was a guy from Thailand. He kindly agreed to do an interview. This is the 4th time he's been to Japan and I asked him why he came this time.
This time, two main purposes. I came here to represent Chiang Mai University concerning the agreements of the joint exchange program between my university and Sapporo Gakuin University. I came here with 7 of my students and 1 professor. They are not here now, they're probably in town shopping. And the second thing is to give a talk here at a call conference at SGU.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, a man in England has been busted for dangerous driving thanks to a video he posted on YouTube.
A 28-year-old guy was speeding on his motorcycle when a motorist saw him, wrote down his registration number and called the police. The police then went round to the biker's house to have a bit of a chat. The man asked the police if they'd seen his video on YouTube. The police, who hadn't seen the video, then went and checked online and found it. In the video, the biker is speeding and doing stunts like wheelies and burnouts. Police estimate he was driving up to 210 kilometers an hour. The man was sentenced to 12 weeks in jail. The judge said he had carried out lunatic and grossly irresponsible maneuvers at considerable speed.
And that was Stick News for Monday, the 20th of October. Kia ora. What's your name? Where are you from? Are you an English teacher? What's English education like in Thailand? In Japan, students have trouble with things like the pronunciation of L and R. What are some things that students in Thailand have trouble with? Do most students in Thailand have access to the internet? Do you have any advice for people who are studying English?
Wichian, my name is Wichian. I'm from Chiang Mai, Thailand. That Chiang Mai is like in the north of Thailand. I am an English teacher, but mainly I teach linguistics courses. I mean, in our English department, we have 3 different programs for students to choose. We have English communication, we have linguistics, and we have literature. But I do most courses in linguistics. But also sometimes I teach foundation English for them too. I mean, the English programs in Thailand, all of us begin learning English since, let's say, we were 7 or 8 years old. And then until we finished university, let's say, okay? But what we have found and we are unhappy about is that in Thailand, most people are really scared of speaking English or even communicating in English with foreigners, okay? Despite the encouragement from the government, from our national curriculums, that English is one of the global language that we need to communicate with other people around the world. Again, probably, in most high schools in Thailand, English begins with learning grammar. And a lot of students are really scared of making mistakes in terms of grammar when they speak, when they actually use the language. And that's really the problem. Some of the phonemic things that do not exist in Thai language in terms of pronunciation, like for example sh, like in shut, okay, like j, for example, okay. In English language you do have something like voice and voicing, but in Thai language we don't have something called voicing. Okay, everything is like, when we say we do it in voiceless kind of things. So that's particular one of the problems. In terms of grammars, again, the order is pretty different. Say in English language, for example, you put adjective before a noun, but in Thai, the opposite. Okay, and some Thai students got problem with that too when you put like a to between the verbs, because in Thai grammar we tend to have what we call the serial verb constructions. That means you can put verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 4. Sometimes 4 up to 6 verbs being put together. But in English you cannot do that. So Thai people sometimes get stuck with that. And sometimes the other way around, because they learn English too much and they say that I have to put to all the time. Between the two verbs in the English language. So sometimes when they write a composition in English, for example, they tend to put to between like could, to, and a verb in English. So we have those are some of the problems we have. Yes. Yes. Internet is not really the problems there, and people nowadays, especially teenagers, they got access to the internet, and actually I could say that they were born with that. They are from technology age, so technology is no problem for them. Except we probably have problem with people from the remote areas where internet access is not yet available for them. Well, to me, I think you have to be brave. English is not your own language. It's not my language. It's not our mother tongue. The best way to do English is, to try to find more and more opportunity to practice, especially, or it can be anyone. It doesn't have to be native speaker of the language. It can be anyone speaking English, even though English is their second language. That's just, the great opportunity to do that. If you have such an opportunity to practice that every day, then your English can be really perfect. Yeah, be brave and get more chance to practice.
Where is Wichian from? A. Thailand, B. Laos, C. Sapporo. A. Where is Chiang Mai? A. In the north of Thailand, B. In the south of Thailand, C. In Sapporo. A. What does Wichian do? A. He teaches Thai, B. He teaches English, C. He is doing an interview. B. Do most students in Thailand have access to the internet? A. There is no internet access in Thailand. B. Only people in remote areas have access. C. People in remote areas don't always have access. C. What is Wichian's advice for English students? A. Be brave. B. Be braid. C. Be breathe. A.
And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.
เรียนภาษาอังกฤษต้องอดทนและขยันแล้วก็ฝึกใช้ให้มากๆ